Pow, yo, yippee, yay, guys. It's Pow number 2. Super excited to be with you guys. Today we're going to talk about the love of the community, then talk about the markets, this bloodbath, what happened yesterday. More importantly, talk about new utilities with the SwissBorg token, how you could take faith, take the governance rights of SwissBorg Nation and create an amazing ecosystem together. Then we'll talk about data about the ecosystem and have some fun. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel, the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. As you guys all know, yesterday we had made a comment and we really want to, again, apologies for all the inconvenience that happened these last days. It's been really hard to scale and preserve the same 5-star service that we have been doing. There's multiple different companies that are facing the same situation right now that has some downtimes. And I really wanted to thank all of you guys and thank the team as well, because it's been extremely hard to not only scale but as well to essentially handle all the mess that we had recently, which comes from the fact that we changed fiat gateways. All our banking partners has changed in the last 3 weeks. So while we were scaling and onboarding 2,000-3,000 people sometimes per day and having more and more transactions and more volumes and having counterparty shutdowns on different exchanges, at the same time we were changing all the fiat gateways. So all of that fills up a lot of issues technically in the support and as well the experience for you guys. So it's been really a last month of a hard work. But the great thing is that we learned so much. We learned in terms of how to scale the business, how to grow as a network, how to work wiser, smarter, and better together as SwissBorg, and all of that thanks to you. And I really wanted to again, apologies for this. At the same time, I want to let you know, guys, that whatever mistake we're making, we're always finding solutions, and that's what we'll be doing. And some people say that I should sleep and I should take it easy. And you know what? This is never going to be the case. Our mission at SwissBorg is very difficult. Democratizing wealth management is only an oxymoron, right? It's only something that's impossible to do. But we're doing it on a daily basis and we're seeing the results. And the team has the same love and the same passion that we have. And this is all thanks to you guys. The community, all the brilliant messages that I receive, I have the goosebumps right now while I'm talking, it's fueling us. And we won't stop until we reach the top. And that's exactly our philosophy, is working hard, working smartly, working wisely, and working in hands with you guys that are our dearest community that gives us always the best ideas and gets the best fuel and action and love. And that's why, again, I'm so happy to wear this logo all the time and wear it on my necklace, and even wear it on my watch, as you guys can see. This is how crazy I am about SwissBorg. It's the passion that you guys give us is only scaling our love even more to work better and harder, and that's what we do on a daily basis. And everyone at SwissBorg, I think, so feels that, and I really wanted to thank all of you guys for that. Talking about amazing people, all these messages really is being, again, thank you so much. These lovely messages from Martin and from Stucky, Cherboy, and from Humanef, Travis, Julian, as always, Mega, Zordi, Conrad, all of you guys, the messages, it's like, yesterday I woke up, early in the morning, and I was like, we have so much to do, and like, that. Did the message, and I was like, working, and get tired and more tired, and those eye bags will pick. And then whenever I see these messages, I'm like, and then bam, it fuels me back to give 10 more hours of work or X more hours of work, and do it with really great, with great motivation and great love, which is the whole thing was about, is how to pass on karma and love in the world in order to build beautiful stuff together. What does empowering, not controlling mean at SwissBorg? That's a great transition with that slide, right? It's I think so. It's exactly what we just phrased, is how we together could grow, right? It's not about us trying to control you or the technology try and control you or the product or vice versa. It's really how we grow, and we have to, because how can we think that we're creative and changing something if we want to control at the end, people? The real great power of ourselves and is our vision and this mission that accompanies our vision, and how we could democratize it by making it fun, fair, and community centric. How you guys can provide more transparency, more fairness, to more learning to then earn and grow that wealth together. And that's really the big idea at SwissBorg, why we need to empower ourselves, empower our entire community with lovely people. We have onboarded 2 people this week, which is very exciting. Patricia, that will be helping the relationship management team. So people that need some advisories, need some different communication in order to provide a better investment experience. Patricia will be taking care of this among Christoph's team. And we have as well lovely Christina as well that will be taking care as well. We're very proud to be growing a relationship management team that could help a lot of users to get a better investment experience and to understand exactly more what we're doing. And we'll be growing this team, as we think there'll be the support team and the relationship management team. Like that, we're really providing you guys the best investment experience overall. And both of them have great assets regarding experience in gaming industry and crypto as well. And they're great advocates of SwissBorg now, obviously, and they'll be helping you. So hopefully you'll be connected to them, and they'll provide you really the best investment experience we could get. Last but not least, about the community, as you guys know, we're having more and more great people joining the DO. If you're not part of it, do.swissborg.com, or scan this QR code. It's a very cool platform, innovative platform that enables people to collaborate, to learn different things, to earn as well, and to build amazing stuff for us at SwissBorg. And I really want to thank everyone who's taking part of this. More importantly, we have 3 different winners of the DAO game season. Congrats to the 3 of you guys. Florent, Dr. Gonzo, and as well Megazord. Thank you so much. It's been great. Congratulations for this. It's really cool. You guys are earning, but more importantly, you're learning and building and collaborating with us. So I really love that DO, and there'll be more and more things to do in the DO. So please take place now when it's still very easy to earn great missions. Well, obviously the market rising and the market collapsing, but you're seeing as well more and more institutional money. Even if we're at 10x from last March, right? We are at 10x pretty much. We still have a lot of potential of growth into the crypto market, because there's more and more institutional money flowing in, which is great. And this is going from banks, endowments, a lot of different places. As you guys know, yesterday has been a massive bloodbath. A lot of people saying it comes from the fact that miners are selling the inventory on the spot market price, which is, it's true to some extent, obviously. There's a lot about the futures. We always know that Sunday night, early Monday morning for Asia, early night for the US, very often these things happen. People essentially play with futures. And right now, there's a misalignment and mismatching between futures and spot, right? There's more futures that is bringing the market towards up or downs, some massive swings, and there's less physical. So those are the reasons that very often on Sunday, where less people are managing their wealth or trading at least Bitcoin, we saw these big swings in the market. Relatively, these swings are hard to to take 20%. That does hurt, but when you look at the market, this really means again, Bitcoin went from 4,000 in mid-March to over 40,000 last week. So that is 10x. That is insane amount of performance. It's 1,000%, right? So please take this in consideration that essentially those things happen, corrections happen, and it's actually very healthy that it happens, because if it goes way too up and it never corrects, then it's gonna be a new 2018 shit going on, and you don't want that to happen. Right now, so BTC, it's really hard to perceive what it is. There's great momentum. And right now the resistance is around 37,000 and the support is around 31,000. We're going to be playing between those two, I think so, for some time, which I hope it will happen. We'll go up to 37,000, but maybe multiple times before we break it. Like that, it will have the same type of patterns that happened when we went over 20,000. Remember, guys, we played with that resistance multiple times. It took some times to build it up, and then bam, we went directly to 30,000. And that is exactly more healthy than going from 20,000 to 40,000 in the span of just 2-3 weeks, right? That's more usually euphoria than actually strong momentum and strong fundamentals. Strong fundamentals. SwissBorg token is rising. We're very proud of that. Yesterday, we didn't suffer as much as the market did. It really did protect itself well. Obviously, there's 12.8% that's now staked of CHSB tokens. We're all still as well very attentive about new utilities that we're going to provide very soon, or the sustainable yield, and as well with the governance, right? We'll just talk about that later, so please wait for this. And on the same time, we're seeing a lot of more people understanding that this is still an underplayed card. This is still a token that relatively to others has still a great room for improvement. And yeah, I'm super glad that we just finished that tracement. We're a little bit close to probably a nice swing going forward. And yeah, looking forward to talk about these governance rights. Our mission at SwissBorg is very clear. It's to democratize wealth management. But our vision is to decentralize nations. And how do we move from a tribe, a community, to a nation? It's to build it on a meritocratic system. A system where we will have governance rights, where we could establish a government that could be completely fair, transparent, and make sure that people are always bringing great initiatives, great ideas in order to offer a better way to interact as a nation. So Switzerland has been one of the greatest nations, one that has established the only direct democracy where all its citizens could take faith by creating initiatives, voting on initiatives, and passing laws, and where that the government takes care of really animating the choices of all our individuals. And I think so at SwissBorg, since the day one of our ICO, we established a token. And the SwissBorg token, the goal of it was to really get rewarded on this meritocratic way. That's why we set up first 2 different referendums to know what would be the fate of SwissBorg. And we voted for this beautiful wealth app. But now that we have the different citizens, how can we start to build a model based on a government? How can different token holders within our community step up a bit, take more initiatives, to have a little bit more governance power, and build the roadmap all together? That is the big dream of SwissBorg, how eventually we could all be community members and build something better for the greater good, and really creating something that will change the lives of not yourself, but as well of your children and the children of your children, and really how we could build better society all together. So the real goal here is to move from a tribe to a nation, and create a mechanism rewarding people who engage on the long-term value creation of the SwissBorg ecosystem. That's really what is out. And how as well can we bring better alignments between token holders and community members, right? And creating new meritocratic utilities, have a new storytelling that could boost CHSB with auction mechanism, and last but not least, again, push towards SwissBorg vision, which is to decentralize nations and eventually become autonomous. If we break down the Swiss government and multiple different European constitutions, it's usually made into 3 different main chambers, right? There's the government itself, the parliament, and the federal courts. Right now, it will be very interesting to focus on the 2 firsts, right? It's the government itself and the parliament. Who is this for? all of you guys, all the SwissBorg token holders, all the ambassadors, the premium users, the Hall of Famers, the DO members, SwissBorg employees, new people, and as well as SwissBorg management team, right? That's really what this is about, is how we could create something that makes sense for our entire community, and that the entire community could be represented by different people. So the Federal Council, so the government, what will be the responsibility is to approve or reject initiatives. DOSB execute the roadmap, obviously. The rewards would be SwissBorg tokens. Essentially, who are going to be these participants is going to be 7 executive that will change every year and that will be voted. It will be consisting a team representing of people that have tech background, marketing, community, product, investment, and data. And we'll have a president as well that will rotate every year. To be elected, everyone will need to have over 200,000 CHSB tokens. Federal Assembly, the representation of token holders. With great powers comes great responsibilities. And those will be proposed initiatives, have quarterly meetings. What will be the rewards? Obviously, governance power. They will be rewarded for each contribution that's made and is accepted. There will be access to SwissBorg retreats once a year. The entire people will be invited to a very cool retreat where we'll work and as well have spiritual and fun times together. Have insights about SwissBorg future and how we could build the future together. Who are these people? Well, any of you guys that have over 100,000 SwissBorg tokens. We will elect 200 seats, and for the first issuance, 25% of the seats will be released, and that will be 50. So right now you're saying, okay, why would I want to do that? Well, it's the best way for you guys to change the network, to change our ecosystem, to change everyone's lives, and to get rewarded for that. And more importantly is how now the SwissBorg token could give you an extra layer of bringing us closer to our mission and to our vision. So in few words, how would that work? So the first phase is that any of the people of the National Council will be allowed to create different initiatives. These different initiatives will cost, let's say, 1,000 SwissBorg tokens. Then they will pass it to the government, the federal executives. They will review it and see if it's electable or not. If it's electable, then the person will earn 1,000 SwissBorg tokens back. So he will not actually, or she will not spend any money there. Once that's done, it's very easy. People will need to prioritize these different initiatives because at the end of each quarter, you will only have the possibility to vote on 3 different initiatives. People will then vote. If it happens that it's elected in the top 3 initiatives that are voted by the 50 people of the National Council, well, then they'll be rewarded 3,000 SwissBorg tokens. At the end of each quarter, 3 initiatives will be proposed, and the National Council will have to vote yes or not or no. If it happens, then the person that has created the initiative will earn an extra 5,000 SwissBorg tokens. So roughly, the person has a risk of 1,000 SwissBorg tokens for each initiative that he or she proposes, and could earn up to 8,000 SwissBorg tokens per initiative. And more than the lucrative way, it's again, how can you have an idea, build that idea and make an initiative that is well smart, and then how this could pass and be created and be super proud about what you have created. We'll have more and more cool ways to get rewarded. As a first step, this is how it's going to happen. We might change different ways to get rewarded and how we'll pay it. We'll see. But as a first step, we will go like that. So what's an initiative? It could be anything that is not anti-constitutional, right? Anything that you guys think is very important that we need to bring. Like, would we need to, for example, have the app in French? That could be an initiative, or in Italian, or in German, or in another language that you think. How can we list this or that token? How can we start looking into providing something different regarding the data that we show for taxes? How can we start looking at a new way for launching index products? It could be anything that is a feature within the app, or something that could just make us grow as an ecosystem. How can we spend more money on this or on that, right? These are all the different ways that you have great ideas. We listen to them, but now it's more than that, is that we will not only listen, people will be voting, and then we'll be executing them, as we've done very well for the first referendum, when we had this choice between the mobile app and the desktop app. And even if I wanted to go for the desktop app, we went for the mobile app. The step number 2, it would be that when it's approved, people could then start voting on these different things. And during the voting day, we will vote then for only 3 different initiatives. Those are the ones that are upvoted the most. People have to essentially work out a way to explain why is for yes, and the people who don't want it have to explain why for no, and then people will essentially vote in the most diplomatic way. That will have online different meetings, but the votes will be done actually through Discord. What is the National Council going to look like? We really want to make it as democratic as possible. The first is to reward the seats for those who have the biggest tokens, are holding the biggest amount of tokens. So the 50 top token holder at a certain date will be elected, if they're interested obviously, to be part of this National Council. And we think it's very fair to reward people based on their tokens at first, because they have a lot of skin in the game. But as we evolve, and this could be as well initiative and how we could vote this and pass this, is how can we represent a National Council that could be not only based on capital, but be based on activity in general. So we could think at the second step as how we could elect new seats for example, the 30 biggest contributors of the DEO, or the 30 best contributors of the community app, all the different people that, for example, have collected all the badge and are Hall of Famers, right? That could be like, for example, one. And it could be as well employees at SwissBorg, because I know a lot of you guys as well would love to be part of this, and making sure that the product and different things that we will be voting, you have some control and influence on that. And we could then look at different ways, again, how we could elect different people in the National Council, again, to take initiatives, pass them over, upvote them, vote them, and bring the best ideas within SwissBorg network. The roadmap is very soon is to create a white paper. We will invite you guys to a questionnaire if you want to be part of it. We will have AMA live that will probably happen on Discord for the same reasons that a lot of this activity will be done through Discord. Then we will scan the wealth app. It'll be a certain day. So if you think that you're in the top 50, that's awesome. If you don't think in our top 50, well, you will eventually have to buy enough tokens to be part of that top 50, and that will change forever the game of SwissBorg. And I know it's extremely important for you guys, and it's really important for me as well. So please be part of it. That scan will happen not on the chain, but actually on the wealth app for the first one. We might have other elections that will happen on the blockchain, but the first one will be regarding the wealth app. So hope you'll be part of this. Then we'll have a welcome meeting. We'll actually say who's the winners, and then we'll start initiatives of voting of the different initiatives, and then voting day that hopefully will happen April 1st at the end of the first quarter. SwissBorg at new times high, pretty much everything in the wealth app. 116,000 users. This is amazing. We're probably gonna get to 200 by 3-4 months from now, which is amazing. So this is really, really great. And again, apologies for those who are not having the great investment experience that we promised. We are doing our best in recruiting the best people in order to grow as much as we can our ecosystem. Close to 300 million asset under management, which is really, really good. We have 120 million of volume per week. Only yesterday we had 35 million, which is an insane amount. The smart yield account, and I think so this is a big message. I know Bitcoin is rallying, I know everything is rallying, but it would be safe enough to start looking at this in a more and more smarter way. You're not going to earn 50%, 100%, but it's a very good way to diversify your risk. And for the hypothesis that US dollar is not doing great, that is true. But it already went for, it dropped 10% last year. Will it drop another 10%? It's possible. But at the end, if we're making a great amount there, over 20%, you will still be making something there. And I think this is a good way to be diversified. Total volume since the beginning of the Wealth app, it's over $500 million, which is insane amount of volume. I'm super proud of us, guys. That's really cool. And right now, currently, we have there's 12 exchanges, so there's 40, 50 trades that are happening every minute. That's how great our smart engine is and how it's able to find the best routes for all of you guys, and that is super cool. SwissBorg and data road to top 50 is 90%. We already have 13 different protect and burns, and there's $135,000 that you should not pass. Ranked 75, which is awesome. Over 3,160 premium users, 200 in the last 7 days. That means that the people wanted to get so much premium, they're able to pay over $15,000, which that is a big amount of money. 90 million SwissBorg tokens that we should get to 100 hopefully soon. And this is only early Jan. And the community index is just super glad of all this. This is, we start put probably fire around the community index, showing that he is like a Son Goku type. This is amazing. I mean, CHSB is rising itself. Volume is there. App activity is blowing up. Community app as well. DEO, social media. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for as well liking these videos, to be subscribing to this and sharing it and commenting it. I read all of your comments. And this is true. I literally read every comments that ever happens on these videos. And I try to do that as often as possible on Twitter. So I really want to thank all of your love. 9.5 means that we will be yielding a big amount with obviously the CHSB sustainable yield. We hope that we'll launch it very soon, and looking forward to bring new utilities to our dear and loved SwissBorg token. Guys, tomorrow, as you guys know, Crypto Night, the best moments of Bitcoin, really tries to explain the fundamentals, the philosophy, the use cases of Bitcoin and crypto. I think so this is going to be really good. We're going to watch it tomorrow night all together. Looking forward to it. Do you guys remember the song Better, Faster, Stronger of Daft Punk? Well, I think so this is exactly what's happening at SwissBorg, is that we had some glitches, we had some issues, but we're growing as an ecosystem. We're onboarding more people on a daily basis, providing crypto wealth management solutions to all of you guys around the world. And I really wanted to thank you for all the love, all the passion that you guys have behind, what you're here in the good times or here in the more difficult times. As I mentioned, it is what thrills us the most. Your love, your comments, your shares, all the referrals that you guys make, and everyone from that person that has 10,000 or 1,000 SwissBorg tokens to those who have million of SwissBorg tokens. You all really are the ones that make us dream, make us love, and make us work better and stronger. And I'm so excited that we're soon going to elect these 50 national councils that will reshape wealth management forever. And I wanted to thank you so much from the deepest part of my heart and of my brain. Wish you all the best, guys. Have a great life. Bye.